You know now. Well, hello and welcome to Friday night's update. How you doing, Moshbo? It's good to have you with us. Thanks for your support. I'm here with Gow. How are you doing, buddy? Are you still enjoying your holiday?
Oh, I'm enjoying it alright. Hello, Moscow, welcome.
Sorry, caught me having a drink of hot chocolate. We are here for Icarus week 104 update, new seed pouches for storing your seeds. We have added seed pouches, a new storage item for your inventory that will store up to 6 different seed types. Now, I have to admit, I got a little bit confused earlier on because there were 2 sets of patch notes updated, and I thought that we had done the seed pouch last week, but we hadn't. It was a future item, and we discussed it last week. That's what it was. Am I
That is
right?
correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, oh, my days are all just blurring together right now. We're working 60 weeks. It's a nightmare. I had 104 stops today. I'm exhausted. Anyway, would you be so kind as to take us away? And remember to slow your speech, please.
Okay, I'll try.
Thank you.
So, week 104 update is here. This week, we are adding seed pouches. This is a tier 1 item that will store your seeds gathered whilst out exploring. Tier 1, so you craft it in inventory.
Yes.
We have also got an update on batteries and on next week's update. You will also have probably noticed this update is a day early, yes, which is intentional and will make sense tomorrow, i.e. today. So keep an eye out for some more news, as we did. So let us jump in and let's have a read. There are a couple of notable improvements. One of the improvements is if you're like reloading your gun, you slow down, right? You don't walk that fast anymore. Now, if you start sprinting, it will cancel the reload. The reload on magazine and round-fed weapons, so the crossbows with multiple shots. But you have to enable this in the settings.
That's pretty good.
So reloading was already cancelled if you pressed the right mouse button.
Mm-hmm.
But now it also cancels if you're like, oh shit, I have to move fast, I have to start running. Then it will also cancel the reload and you can move faster again. Good. Handy.
It's a pity they can't enable sprint whilst reloading.
Yeah, good luck reloading your gun whilst sprinting. So, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Hey Michael, happy Friday. Welcome.
Happy Friday to you, Michael. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing?
So, let's
Alrighty.
see. Another notable improvement, cliff operation. The creatures now not only spawn inside the mission area, but they now also spawn outside of the mission area. I'm not sure anymore which animals one had to kill for kill list operation. Do you recall?
Kill list operation. Would that be like, remember when we had to go and put up a thingy and kill the Komodos? Kill X amount of Komodos and so many wolves or whatever. Is that a kill list?
No, kill is the alpha wolf.
Oh, okay.
Alpha wolf at night. That's kill list. Creatures now, not sure which creatures then. I don't recall anymore. It's too long ago. Were there any wolves outside the mission area?
I don't know. What mission is kill list? Is that a Prometheus mission? Operation,
Yeah.
sorry.
Prometheus, no, in Olympus. It's the
Olympus?
one where you have to find the alpha wolf during the night, and then you can come back during the day to kill it.
Oh, right, okay. I always chose to go and find the den during the day and then go back at night.
Find it then during the day, put the hedgehogs in, come back during the
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
That one.
exactly. Yeah, that one. Okay. So they now also spawn outside of the mission area?
Yeah. But I'm not sure which creature they're talking about here, but
Pack wolves, maybe? Because the pack wolves only spawn within the mission area.
I don't know. Shouldn't. Like, of course, it should be like the pack for the alpha wolf. So they should be next to the alpha wolf. So they shouldn't. The pack wolves themselves should not spawn outside the mission area. I don't know. I'm trying to remember were there other wolves. Don't recall anymore. Too long ago.
No, and inside the mission area, you had pack wolves.
Yeah, but normal wolves.
Normal wolves, actually, no.
I don't know. It's too long ago for me. I don't
It
recall
is
anymore.
in the forested area, but
Yeah.
it's quite an open area, and I don't actually. I don't remember actually being, like having wolves around other than the pack wolves.
Me neither. But like I said, it's too long ago. I don't recall anymore.
We might have to go and redo the mission to see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, write that down and make a note of that in your list of things to do.
That list of things to do is on my desk at home. So.
Okay, put a note on your phone or something. I don't know. Remember it.
Anyway,
If you can remember it, that would be good.
I'll try.
Okay, next up.
Let's see, adding the building tier to building piece tooltips. Building tier as in like stone, clay brick, square brick, etc. So you don't have you don't have to like guess based on how it looks in your inventory, because when crafting it's already showing in the tooltip. So maybe in your inventory. Although no, in your inventory it also tells you what building tier it is. Or is it like the tier 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? That's tier.
Yeah, possibly.
With thatch and wood being tier 1, stone, quite a few stone types being tier 2, concrete definitely being tier 3.
3, yeah.
Aluminum is tier 3, because it's crafted in the machining bench.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
maybe that built it here. I don't know.
We'll find out soon enough.
In a couple of weeks. And let's see, they added a Z collision offset, so you can more freely place rugs on top of floors with beams beneath them.
Yeah, because you've got X and Y and then Z for your.
Yeah, never had an issue with placing rugs, to be honest. But then again, I don't have a whole lot of floors with beams underneath
No,
them.
but remember the image last week of the brown bear rug with its ears poking out the floor?
Yeah, but this one is specifically talking about floors with beams beneath them. So maybe I was always very lucky with where I wanted to place my rugs, but I don't
Yeah.
recall ever having had an issue with it.
Hmm. Well, they obviously had an issue with it at some point, otherwise we wouldn't have got that image last week.
Anyway,
This week we have seed pouches. I'm trying to be careful how far I scroll up because here we have an image of a seed pouch with, I would assume, 400 seeds in it. And you can see you've got 6 slots there, and the first one has got wheat seeds in there. So, this week we're adding the seed pouch, a new tier 1 item crafted on your character and acts as a storage system from within your inventory for any seeds you collect. I'm kind of wondering if you could have, I would assume if it's tier 1, you could have more than one seed pouch in your inventory.
oh yeah,
Good. So you don't necessarily have to chuck away seeds, just make a new pouch.
exactly.
This requires 20 fiber and 10 leather. Ouch!
Well,
10 leather?
not too bad.
Hmm, it's a couple of wolves.
No,
Um,
it's not too bad in leather.
well, okay. However, it will store 6 different seeds in stacks of up to 400. That's a good amount. Any seeds you collect will automatically be stored in the seed pouch if it has room, rather than in your inventory. Effectively, this should free up 5 inventory slots whilst you harvest wild plants or farming. You can use the context menu from within your inventory to access the seed pouch, similar to how you break fish into chunks.
Yeah, so right mouse button on the pouch, then I reckon there will be something like open or something.
Yeah. And
Not too bad indeed, Carl, and welcome.
hey Carl, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry about last night. Yeah, was a really bad night last night. It was so freaking busy. I had another late finish, so sorry about that. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Less than a week for you, no? Then leather is about 2 dear, so not that much, but it saves slots indeed. Like I said, leather isn't a problem usually.
Yeah.
Fur is more of an issue. Leather isn't really an issue, and yeah, it is gonna save inventory slots. And that's something
Definitely.
I like.
Alrighty. Well, coming soon we have batteries. I know Carne is so keen for this. It's been too long you've been waiting for this.
After the introduction of the wind turbines, the batteries became less important. Because we had the solar panels. When solar panels was like the only power source still, and generators, batteries would have been way more handy.
Yeah, because you can run the
Water
stuff
wheels were
during the night.
introduced. Yeah, water wheels were introduced, generating power for a long time to some 2.5 or 3 hours before you had to clean them again. Still, you had to clean them.
Yeah, but
Wind
batteries also
turbines, on
mean
the other hand,
you have mobile power.
maybe, but we'll have to wait and see if you hook up your battery to a power source. You charge your battery. What happens when you pick up the battery? Depends on how they implemented it.
True. Okay.
Yeah, wind turbines, they basically generate power 24/7. You don't have to maintain them. So the introduction of wind turbines especially took a lot of pressure off the batteries for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do recall the times where I had like a nice amount of solar panels powering my base during the day.
Yeah.
And nothing during the night. So yeah, like I said, at that point, batteries would have been very handy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
We've been busy testing out the new battery system over the past week. Our internal feedback is that the interaction and flow of the changes feels a lot better with the tweaks we've made over the last couple of weeks. We are looking to do some open testing in the next few weeks. So if you'd be interested in participating, come and join the experimental branch channel in our Discord to get all the details. Well, they might just be starting that by the time you come back for your holidays, dude.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
Alrighty, take us through the user interface quality of life improvements, please.
Yeah, they're coming next week. Some quality of life improvements to the in game user interface. And also some other content that we will keep a secret until then. A lot of the improvements have come from suggestions and feedback in our feature upvote page. But make sure you keep using that page when you want to communicate with the team. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't give any other info about those improvements for next week. But
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I do just want to iterate here that if you do put message in feature upvote, the team reads each and every one of them.
Yeah.
So don't think that your message is going to get lost in among the crowd because they read them. They read them all. Alrighty, if you like what we're doing with Icarus and want to support our continued development, consider purchasing one of these DLCs for a few dollars. It would mean a lot to us, and we've been through this each and every time, so I'm just going to skip that. It is reduced though, as you can see, one by 27% and the other by 36%, so feel free. And here again, wow, 2 weeks in a row. Good grief.
I know, right?
We've only got one new thing in the new content slot. 2 weeks on the trot. Wow, they're going for a record here, I reckon. Unlocking seed pouch talent recipe and upping seed stack count from 200 to 400, so they doubled the size of it. That's good because you can pick up 200 fiber seeds in seconds.
Yeah, especially if you're fighting a forest fire, you get a lot of fiber seeds.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, so let's have a look at what they fixed. What did they fix?
They updated Shadow Geo for Prometheus. Okay, thanks. New player welcome message has been updated for message to Mr. G, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand spelling. The one mentioned above, permit sprint, cancels reload on magazine and round feed weapons, if enabled under control settings. Reloading, slow, start sprinting, it stops the reloading and you can sprint proper fast again.
Yeah. So you can run away from Scorpion King if you need to.
Yeah. Adding FenumSec data for correct sounds to play and also adjusted the volume for picking it up slightly.
Okay.
Make sprint cancel reload respect the settings controls option.
Yeah.
They fixed it, meaning they added it, it didn't work, and now it does. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, the added Z collection, depending on where you come from. The collision offset so you can more freely place rugs on top of the floors with beams beneath them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, Carl says the reload cancel option is nice since it would have been useful against the king when I had to run for my life. Yes, this was the dude that was running for his life after having said, "Ah, it's easy. I'll show
Yeah,
you how I'll show you how it's done," he says, and then goes, "Oh my God, save me!"
I need help. I know, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Carl. You're not going to get to live that one down. That was class.
Yep. Okay, let's continue. The drill UNG now takes into account the drill speed. Yeah, I haven't put them next to one another to compare them actually. Last week, if I remember correctly, no, longer ago, 2-3 weeks ago, they added the timer to the drills, like, hey, how long is it going to take to drill one item?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the display times were not correct. Now it
Okay.
does take into account the drill speed. Okay, good.
Good.
Sprint cancel reload setting. Description
Again.
has been updated.
Yep.
Yeah, the description has been updated. Replace the Tusker physics effect with the buffaloes to prevent the Tusker mess falling in on itself on death.
Can't say as
This
I've
looks fine, I
noticed.
think. Yeah. Let's see. Added building tier to buildable tooltips. Talked about it already.
Yeah.
Fixed spacing on set tooltips due to hidden building tier text.
Okay.
Okay.
It's no point in having a tooltip there if you can't see it.
Yep, if you can't see half of it, indeed.
Yeah.
Next one is an interesting one. Increased resistances and insulation on brick building tiers. This helps avoiding confusion why these tiers are worse than stone. So they were weather resistant and heat insulation. They were worse than stone, so they upped the resistance and insulation.
Mm,
Hmm.
hmm.
I'd have to check them out. Check out the tool tips, see what they say.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
again, I'll have to wait till after my vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you can get away with just using stone because it's so good. But since they then changed the weather events,
Yep.
so that stone now takes damage, but even then, it doesn't take that much damage.
It
So
has a lot of durability, so yeah,
yeah,
it can handle a couple of storms before you have to repair it again. True.
yeah. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
rare occasion when we actually have to build with concrete.
In missions, yes.
Yeah,
Open world, whole different story.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, apparently the brick building tiers were worse off than stone even.
yeah.
And here I was thinking the big bad wolf couldn't blow away the brick house. Well, they should have
Yeah,
built it with stone then.
yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Removed forced uppercase on building tier tooltips on item sets. Okay, I'll just visual text.
Okay.
Linked translatable text for operations button in the contact device. Especially handy for non-English playing
Yeah,
players.
yeah. We always love when they can translate it into other languages and it just lets more people play. It's fantastic.
Yep. Fixed a typo in the bestiary weakness unlock notification. Yeah, I don't don't get those too often. So I hadn't even noticed there was a typo there.
No, no. Pity they couldn't fix the typos in the patch notes.
Oh well, it's New Zealand spelling.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we know this, but it's still fun.
True. Fixed bestiary biome for the woolly zebra. I'd
Good.
have to recheck some of my old streams. I had a couple of bestiary biome stuff where I was like, at least general bestiary stuff where I was like, is this correct? I don't recall them no more.
Yeah.
Anyway, fixed Komodo reference in Aspen Drake bestiary lore. Don't think I've killed enough Aspen Drake shit to get the lore, so I hadn't noticed it was the wrong lore.
So, so it's the Ashen Drake bestiary lore, and they maybe accidentally put the word Komodo in there.
Now linked to the wrong row in the table. It linked to the Komodo reference. To the
Ah,
Komodo
okay,
emblem.
okay,
That's how I read this.
okay.
Fuel UI now also has translatable text. Again, especially handy for non-English players.
Yep.
They updated the refresh rate for the Fuel UI to prevent numbers jumping by 2.
Okay.
Haven't noticed it actually, but then again, I don't use biofuel items that much.
No.
Yeah, basically the metal oxygen dissolver.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, and biofuel radar.
Oh, right. Okay. Don't use that.
I did to do a couple of scans in open world
Okay.
after they added the exotics.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to carry around like a wind turbine or solar panel or whatever for your radar.
Yeah.
And the last one's also been talked about before. The Killist mission fixed creatures not spawning outside of mission area. They
Oh.
know.
Yeah. Okay. I now read that as fixed creatures not spawning outside mission area. So, like in the area where the alpha wolf is, it was just devoid ammo and aminos. It was just devoid of animals. Period. Like no deer, no rabbit, no nothing.
No, they're talking about outside of mission area.
Yeah.
You're talking about no creature spawned inside that area. Which kind of makes sense because Alpha Wolf and the Wolf Pack would have killed them instantly and eaten them. That's why you have the piles of bones next to the last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Possible.
maybe sometime in a couple of weeks we'll redo that mission just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel so tired that that particular sentence isn't making any sense to me anymore.
Yeah, well,
Alrighty.
let's see. In future content, more talk about the mini hippo. Basically, two variations for the carcass and textures.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, the water purifier tier 2 has been added. A couple of new trophies. So, trophy ice mammoth, a trophy ice mammoth chandelier, and a trophy ice mammoth light stand.
Cool. So maybe we can
Trophy
actually
ice
make
mammoth?
something with the tusks now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like trophy ice mammoth, I understand, is a trophy of the ice mammoth.
Yeah.
But trophy ice mammoth chandelier? What, you gonna hang a couple of lamps from his tusks? Trophy ice mammoth chandelier.
Well, you've already got some lamps on the tusks of your trophy ice mammoth.
I know, but there's a normal mammoth, eh? It's not an ice mammoth.
Oh, normal mammoth. Okay.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be
Hmm. Cool. Okay.
And
More,
one other
more.
one which stood out for me is improve turret prototype. The
Yeah.
open turret. That's going to be handy in the swamp area, for example.
Yeah. Can also be handy for your geezers.
Exactly. And during missions, if you have to defend something, like you need to do radar scans and you need to defend the scanner, put a
Or
couple of turrets down.
how's about remember when we've got to put the triangle of
Yeah, the endless stream of bears.
Yeah, the endless stream of bears. Yeah, exactly.
Just pop down a couple of auto turrets.
Oh, just put a turret where you would put a turret where you would put a pair of totems.
Yeah, I don't know what the angle is in which it can fire, like the fire arc of the turret.
Well, let's just say I guess it's 90 degrees. Then you just put a square around it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I wonder how quickly it will use ammo as well. Huh.
Well, yeah. I mean,
How
if
big will the magazine be?
you could,
Can you load it with a mix of ammo types?
I don't know, but it would be good in that first Arctic mission in Styx, where you got the
Oh, heck
giant-sized
yeah.
cubs and the immense-sized adult polar bears.
Heck yeah. It would have been so handy there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it would be really, really good when you're doing that mission at Ring Lake, where you've got all those crocs at the end and they just keep spawning.
Yeah, but they just keep spawning anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be fun to put a turret down to kill them all whilst you run the other way.
Yeah, you have to kill a certain amount before you can continue the mission. So yeah, pop down the turret and
There you go.
take the distance and just wait for it to kill a couple of them crocs, and then you can pick up the thing and run back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
Oh well, we did it without, so we are.
It would be interesting to
We
try
did
and
it a proper way.
it would be interesting to try and do the Scorpion King with turrets.
Nah. If he charges his turret will be gone.
Yeah, but you can put the turrets on, like, because he charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like we kite him, so we could kite him.
You don't kite him when he charges. If he charges, he doesn't look at anything. He just charges. So if he charges towards your turret is going to be gone. Scorpion King, you need to be mobile.
Hmm, that would be a challenge, though, wouldn't it?
You would need quite a few turrets placed in a random pattern, and then
Yeah.
hope enough of them survive to kill it. But I reckon, and I kind of hope, these will be expensive to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're expensive, you don't want to waste too many of them on one Scorpion King.
Well, true. They would be quite effective for
So,
cave worms.
nah, sandworm. More fun.
Sandworm, sorry. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the things which popped out for me here. There's some
Yeah.
more talking about the Scorpion gun. But we talked about it one last time or the time before. Not really much info here.
Yeah, that's a short one.
Yeah.
That one.
But luckily, we also do have the let's see what it's called. The free weekend thing.
The second year anniversary free weekend.
Yep,
Yeah. So will we just go straight into it?
sure.
Alrighty. Just like that. All right, this is part 2 of this week's update. We have the second year anniversary free weekend. Come and join our free weekend to celebrate 2 years of Icarus. 2 years already.
Yep.
Wow.
I know, right?
We're getting old hat at this now, eh?
Yep.
All right, we're running our first ever free weekend to celebrate 2 years of Icarus. The free weekend is here. This has been in the works for some time, and we're excited to finally do one of these changes and give players who have been on the fence about Icarus the chance to try it out and see all the work that has gone into it over the last 2 years.
Yeah. And slightly more above, you can actually see the start and well, you can't. Interesting. On my page, it shows me the start and end date and times of this free weekend. Started Thursday, November 30th, 7:41 p.m. CET, and it ends Monday, December 4th, 8 p.m. CET. Oh yeah, you see it here underneath the image on the
I
right.
hadn't scrolled down quite far enough. That's what it was.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Alrighty. For those unfamiliar with what a free weekend is, this is a 4-day period over the weekend where anyone can download Icarus and play without having to have purchased the game.
This
If
is
you've,
base game only, by the way.
yeah, base game only. If you've got friends you've been trying to convince to get the game, this is a great time to get them to come and join you with no strings attached. You just download it, jump in, have a play, see how it feels, and if you like it, buy it. If not, don't.
Also, you can play base game for free. However, once you have the base, if you get a base game for free, you can then join someone else on a styx or Prometheus
Prometheus, yeah.
mission or open world. You need the base game to play, and when you're able to play, you can join anything.
Yeah. So, as is said below, just exactly what Cornet says. You get the base game, including open world operations on Olympus. We've also put the game itself and a bunch of DLC on discount, so if you enjoy it, you can score a good deal to keep playing after the free weekend finishes. Pretty much. It's a. I recommend it to anybody. It's a fantastic game. And here
Oh,
it's
yeah.
being advertised. I'm just going to let this run so that people get to see it. Just some clips there from the game. And you get third off to get the whole thing. That's if you
Do
want to
keep
buy
in
it.
mind, by the way, the preview you see here is Prometheus preview, not base game preview. Just
No,
saying.
actually, yeah. That's, yeah, okay. I didn't realize that, but it is, you're right. Okay, take us through 2 years of Icarus, please.
Alrighty. You might have noticed we mentioned 2 years of Icarus. Well, that is because this week is also the 2-year anniversary since the launch of Icarus, and 2 years straight of weekly updates. Now, the game has dramatically changed in 2 years, with a ton of new features and content added after release, placed and based on player feedback. The work we have put in has only been matched by your enthusiasm to play it. And we feel very lucky to be able to continue working with the community to make the game even bigger and better. Now, if you wonder how much the game has changed since launch, at launch there were 35 timed missions. 35 timed. Today, we have 108 missions, 52 operations, and 11 simple quests. Then they're like over 3 times what it was originally.
Yeah.
When Icarus launched, there were about 140 craftable items. Currently, we're talking about 1140 plus craftable items.
Yeah. That's a huge jump.
Yep. We're talking about like 8 times
Yeah.
what it was before. At the start of Icarus, there was one map, 64 square kilometer. One map. Right now, there are 3 maps.
Yeah.
At start, there were 95 building pieces, which has now increased to 375.
Wow.
Obviously, this does count like the different materials as separate building pieces, but still.
Yeah.
It's like about 4 times the amount.
Mm-hmm.
Talent-wise, when Icarus launched, there were 240 talents to choose from. This has been split into multiplayer and solo player talents with 28 solo talent points, 28 different solo talents, and 248 multiplayer talents. So 8 more talents, but also solo talents has been split out with their own talent points.
Mm-hmm.
Is no longer one set of talent points where you have to choose between solo and multiplayer talents. No, solo player now has its own pool of talent points.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 modes upon launch. There were the missions and outposts. In the meantime, open world has been added. And don't forget, you can now start missions, most of them. You can start from within your open world. And they're called operations right now.
Yeah.
This was not possible because there was no open world. But this was not possible upon launch. This has been added later on, based on player feedback.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has changed quite a bit. Now, looking at it, the biggest change for me. Oh, one change I missed. Sorry about that. The mounts, indeed. They added mounts.
Yeah.
Upon launch, there were no mounts at all. Right now, there are 4 different and more in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, the biggest change was the switch from timed missions to like non-timed, or at least timed missions. Upon launch, mission time was real time.
Yeah.
Even when you were not playing, the time kept ticking.
Yeah. So if you
At some
had,
point, it has
if you,
been changed. Yeah.
if you had an 8-hour mission and you were playing it multiplayer, you had to make sure that each and every member of that team had 8 hours to spare because it was going to take all of you that long to do it.
Yeah. So they changed it from real time to in-game time. So now if you have a 3-hour mission, you can play an hour now and continue tomorrow for another hour and finish next week.
Yeah.
And again, upon start, you start a 3-hour mission, yeah, you better complete it because the time keeps running.
Yeah. which is why the like missions like Spirit Walk were a 30-day mission,
Yeah,
so you could go in it and you had a month to complete it, but that's
yeah,
because it was running real time.
yeah,
Now, if now if you've got a 30-day mission, you can spread it over 4 months.
yeah. Yeah, for me, this was the biggest change.
Yeah,
That is nice, nice extra stuff. Yeah, and like styx has been added, Prometheus has been added. Yes, those were big changes, but for me personally, this was the biggest one. The change on the times.
yes, yes, that made a huge difference because it then removed the pressure of starting a mission because you knew you didn't have to finish it within literally 48 hours.
Yeah,
So you had to know that you could get your group together at least twice in the next 2 days in order to get this done.
yeah,
So yeah,
well,
that made an absolutely I think that was one of the best changes.
it did take some of the pressure off. You know, some of
Yeah,
the stress of like, hey, we need to finish this ASAP because if you can't finish it within X amount of time, then someone has to log off and then can't complete the mission.
yeah.
So yeah, it did remove that part of the whole pressure. It changed the dynamic of the game.
It did actually. I have to be honest. Now, once that changed, you could be extremely relaxed about when you could play.
Yep. I mean, if it hadn't been changed this way, we couldn't have done for example, we do on Thursday the weekly play,
Yeah.
right? You start
Mhm.
a mission, last X amount of time. Well, there
Yeah.
aren't a whole lot of missions where you have multiple weeks. Those are basically the exploration missions. So without that change, we couldn't have done the weekly stream.
This is very true. This is very true. Um, it also wouldn't have meant that the 3-hour mission was just quite as frantic.
I mean, you still have a bit of the pressure sometimes, even though when you have a 3 hour mission, you do it in two runs, an hour
Yeah.
and a half now, an hour and a half next week. There will still be a certain stress, like, hey, can we finish it in time? But
Yeah.
at least you don't have to like, okay, I have to finish it today because the timer keeps ticking. So yeah,
Yeah. 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 That was a huge change.
yeah.
But yeah, the game has definitely moved on, moved up, and moved forward. Um, one of the biggest changes here, I think, is this additional 1,000 craftable pieces, craftable items.
Numbers wise, yes. Impact wise, less. I mean, sure, don't get me wrong. I like all the new stuff we can craft. Yeah, I do want to, by the way, this 1140 plus. Does this also count the items you get from the DLCs, the decoration packs?
Um, I would have possibly.
Like I built in my open world. I built the Art Deco room. This is in Prometheus open world. The Art Deco room. Well, it looks very, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Like absolute numbers, yes, this is the biggest. True. But yeah, it is incredible to see how far the game has come, and we couldn't have done it without all the player base. So thank you to every single person who has played Icarus and made memories in it.
Definitely made a few of them.
Oh yeah. I have a couple of hours of Icarus gameplay under my belt.
Yeah. Yeah, you have more than me. You
Slightly.
actually, I would say, right, when we first started playing Icarus, we had pretty similar amount of time logged. You played a lot in the outposts where I didn't, just because time allowances and stuff, and it's pretty much the same now. So your hours have probably doubled to mine.
No, I don't know about doubles, but I do have a couple more hours than you do, yeah.
Yeah, you certainly do. You certainly do. And unfortunately, having taken a full-time job, I can't play nearly as much as I want to.
Well,
Okay.
same here. I have a full-time job as well, and I can't play nearly as much as I want to. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Join us for our free weekend Twitch stream. If you didn't already know, our team streams twice a week over on Twitch TV/Rocketworks, playing Icarus and other titles from the studio, including Stationeers and some up-and-coming projects. We're doing a massive free weekend stream to celebrate our 2-year anniversary, where we'll be playing with multiple studio members and doing a bunch of giveaways. As part of the birthday celebration, we've also discounted our entire merch store. Cool. And I haven't played this yet because I wanted the peeps to see it, so let's watch this little trailer.
There is a polar bear.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's very good at getting lost. Where am I?
Where is Taylor?
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Ah! Where's my god? Where are you guys? I'm just stuck. I found you. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was to be expected.
He got killed by wildlife.
He did.
Yay!
And you said not to get a shotgun.
You don't run away from a polar bear.
No.
You sidestep.
Yeah, except for the fact that the cave they were in didn't really have enough space to sidestep. And they didn't quite get into the spacey bit.
The cave where they ran into. The polar bear was not in the cave to start with.
No. But they had fun.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I would be running away from a polar bear. And I certainly wouldn't be using a bolt action rifle.
Well,
I'd have a shotgun with explosive rounds. If you've got a crossbow, surely you can have a shotgun with explosive rounds.
don't do it. That's point blank range.
Well, yeah, but if the person behind the bear, assuming they're not dead, well, yeah, no, yeah, I wouldn't pull a polar bear into a cave.
But, not indeed. Yeah, bolt action rifle. I seem to recall Carl is enjoying bolt action.
Yeah. Alrighty. Once again, if you like what we're doing with Icarus, want to support our continued development, consider purchasing one of our DLCs for a few dollars. It would mean a lot. So then you've got the interior decorations and the Styx expansion DLCs to go with the base game. These are both discounted by 20%, which is an extremely good deal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you get so much in that Styx expansion. It's definitely worth that price. It's amazing.
The Styx expansion is like a complete new map with quite a few missions.
Yeah.
And not the easiest missions, I'll tell you what.
Oh no. I mean, yeah. The jump from the base game to Icarus.
To Styx.
Yeah, the base game to Styx is quite large.
Yeah. It's for a reason that if you want to start a new mission, you go to Styx. You say, okay, new mission, and you go to Styx. For a reason that they say, are you sure you might want to do base game first?
Yeah. I remember when Styx first came out, and I had only just learned how to do the bear dance. It was crucial to my survival.
Yeah, man, I was barely level 1. I just learned how to make a knife, and we already ran into a bear. So all I
Yeah,
had was a stone knife.
yeah,
You were still level 0 at this point.
yeah. And I ended up having to dance with a bear in order to save my life.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It was fun, though. But yeah, the missions, like that first mission, it was very tough first mission, especially when you start with a level 0 character.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey, it was fun.
Oh, it was so much fun. So much fun.
Yep.
Yeah, would recommend it to anybody who asked.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. And that, believe it or not, brings us to the end of part 2 of this week's update. And that's all about the 2-year anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 2 years already. Really?
Yeah, right. Time flies.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you seen the date when Styx came out?
Sorry, slow down and say that again, please.
So, do you know the launch? Did you notice the launch date of Styx? May last year.
The
May
launch date of
28th.
Styx. Where's...
Yeah, actually, if you scroll down to the
Oh,
visual
yes. Yeah, here.
so that's how long we have been playing Styx on a weekly basis.
Wow.
Like almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
And we just barely finished all the missions. So you can imagine how big of an expansion Styx was.
Yeah.
And trust me, Prometheus is going to be at least the same increase. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, when Styx came out, there were no operations yet. So all missions, you started with nothing, so you had to build up and develop. With operations, everything became a lot easier. You don't have to like land and first of all build a base from which you can start your mission.
Mm-hmm.
So Prometheus will be faster in that regard.
Yeah.
The amount of new content on Prometheus is at least the same amount of new content as there was in Styx.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just noticing here how good is this, right? See in the image in the top there.
Mhm.
I'm just noticing that these two players have got bottles in their hand.
Yep, beer bottles. And they're toasting.
Yeah. We don't have bottles.
Actually, we do. You can't toast like that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
you don't see them like that.
Yeah.
But
I
that
mean,
would
you have the beer bottles.
oh yeah, beer bottles, that's true, yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we have reached the end of the patch notes and the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah. We
I
have
know it was a
indeed.
short one again this week, but don't forget, for me it is 1:30. 01:30.
Yeah. Yeah, 10:30 here. So it's maybe personally, I'm fortunate that it is a short one today. I have to work tomorrow, so I have to be up at 5. Um, I'd like to say thank you very much to everybody who watched, anybody who lurked, and all who participated in the chat, namely Carl and Michael and Moshbo. I'd also like to say thank you to Cornet for taking the time out from his vacay to join us tonight.
Anytime. Almost any time. Not next week, but
Yeah, almost any time. Unfortunately, Cornet is not going to be available next week, so I'm hoping that Carl will be able to join me next week. If not, I shall be doing it solo. Don't know how well that's going to go, but I'll give it a bash.
let
So,
me let me quickly check something here, Echo. Nope, you're on your own.
yeah, okay, so I'm doing a solo update next week. Carl can't join me because he's going to be on a plane, and Cornet can't join me because he's away enjoying his vacation, which is what he should be doing. And so, having said that, go back and enjoy your holiday, grab some sleep, and I will speak to you in a couple of weeks. I'm going to say right now that because Thursdays have been so busy for the last 3 weeks, I'm going to, at this point, postpone the next 2 weeks of Thursday's play because it's just nuts. I'm just mad. The work is just so snowed under right now. It's ridiculous. I'm working 6-day weeks as it is, and it's absolutely horrendous. So I will keep people apprised in the Discord chat, so keep an eye on that. Until then, it's good night from me.
And good night from her.
And I will see you next Friday for the weekly update. And remember, peeps, it really is a dangerous world out there. Have a safe flight, Carl. I hope you're doing well. And take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.